Welcome, friends, to my channel. Hi. Hope you're subscribing and liking my channel and forwarding it to the others required person. And it's Vandana again here in interaction with you, in connection with the English language, and I am dealing with the grammar part. And presently in the grammar, we are dealing with the tenses, and till date I have covered simple present tense and the present continuous tense. Today I will deal with the simple past tense. Simple past tense, tha and the. So the formula here is you will have to use second form of verb. Second form of verb. So let's for example, write, wrote, written, sleep, slept, slept, fly, flew, flown, stand, stood, stood. So here in this tense you will be focusing on the second form of the verb only, that is the slept, wrote, stood, flew, etc. So next is in which situation you are to use the second form of verb. That is to talk about any activity that has happened in the past at a particular time. Remember, an activity that took place in the past at a particular time. Time makes the major difference while we are using the tense. For example, I went to the market yesterday. Since yesterday is a word which depicts the past tense, so I went to the market yesterday. Went, that is the second form of go. So there is no need to write was along with it because it is covered in the went itself. So I have seen in the spoken English classes also that when the students they speak about the past, so they speak like I was come to the college. I came. Simply say I came to the college. No need to speak I was come. So that's wrong. Came, second form of verb. Another example is she wrote a letter to her father last week. Wrote, went, wrote. So that is the second form. Now the next part practically, which how we are to use the second form of verb. Before that, let's recall simple past tense, that is tha and the, and here the formula is you are to use the second form of verb, and the situation is you are to talk about anything that happened in the past at a particular time, any activity that took in the past at a particular time. Now practically we are to use them in the sentences. The sentences, they are of three types. The first is the affirmative or the positive sentences that we are making use in day-to-day life and in the conversations, report writing, paragraph writing, any matter which we are writing, we generally write in the affirmative or the positive sentences. Second is the negative sentences, and third is the interrogative sentences. Now the question is how we are to make use of this tense in these three different types of sentences. First is the positive sentences. He visited Shimla last year along with his family. Or you can make another way also. He visited Shimla along with his family last year. He visited Shimla last year along with his family. He visited Shimla along with his family last year. So next is this is the affirmative son. He visited. I use the second form of the verb visit, that is the visited. Now the next is the negative. He did not visit Shimla along with his family last year. He did not visit. Now between I and visit I will write did not, because to depict the not, so we have to use the did. In the simple past tense we have to make use of did, but in the simple present tense we make use of do and does. So next is the interrogative sentences, and here that is the, if we are to make them, you have to simply interchange the position of the subject and the verb. Verb is at number 2 and subject is at number 1. We have to interchange them. Let's make the sentence here. Did he not go to Shimla last year along with his family? Did he not visit Shimla along with his family last year? Sign of interrogation. Did he not visit Shimla along with his family last year? So that is sign of interrogation, means question mark. Now if we are to make the negative sentence of the affirmative sentence, that is the interrogative sentence of the affirmative sentence, that is, did he visit Shimla along with his family last year? Simply place did before a affirmative sentence and end it with the sign of interrogation or the question mark. It will become a interrogative sentence or the question sentence. So that's all about, I have to say, at three levels you have to remember the tenses. First is the which is the form of the verb you are to use. Second part is the situation, and third, the practical part, is how you are to use them in the different types of sentences. So that's all I have to say. Hope you liked it. So thank you very much.